Hey there, J0 Pound Insurance here. Welcome to another episode of Psycho Behind the Scenes. We're still in the beloved Odd Job series, guys. I cannot stress to you how much I cannot stand the Odd Job series. Like, it's great to watch. It's great reflecting back, but the grind, the days there where I was actually fucking trying to contact these businesses was hell on earth. Except for this one, guys. Let's get into it because I was working at Dodge's Market. This was a local market. It was like 2 minutes from my house that I always eat at. I asked the owner, hey, can I volunteer here for a video? He was like, yeah, actually, we could use some help for Easter brunch. And I was like, well, I'm not really gonna be helping that much. And with his bubbly personality, I thought he'd make a great actor. So the two owners hooked me up. Am I gonna need to... Stop. Yeah, this is cool. I've always wanted to operate a register. When I was little, I had a little register.
No, ask from you.
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing?
I was looking at the register.
Oh, why are you behind the register?
I was just, I don't know. You're gonna need me to operate this at some point?
No, actually, no.
Okay.
Volunteers don't operate the register.
All right, I'm just gonna hang out.
So you were going to be helping customers, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you're not helping customers because
I'm on break.
you already had a break. You might want to help me here. I mean, he's been here 2 hours and he's had 2 breaks.
I can go back up. There's not many people up there. I thought I could. I'm just.
So you can find something to do.
I had used the bathroom, so I'm.
Oh,
I was coming out of the bathroom.
Probably let somebody know when you need to use the bathroom. Probably not be behind the register.
Were you
eating?
Were you eating?
No, not yet. So we didn't get there, guys. Alright, sorry.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite videos. However, after the video was shot and uploaded, the Juggies were fucking lighting the place up with phone calls, trying to talk to me, also giving the place 1-star reviews because I was nasty, had a ponytail, and my hair was getting in the food, some bullshit. So the owners were actually extremely pissed at me, and this was just a running theme of the Odd Job series. Luckily, we're all good now, though, guys, because we hooked them up with like 300 or 400 5-star reviews, so now they're like one of the top rated places in South Jersey. Juggies for life! Next, we're coming up on Easter video, guys. I just want to, before we get into what you saw in the Psycho series on Easter, I actually had a very real Easter that I filmed for Behind the Scenes. So without further ado, roll that shit! Hey there, Jay. Psycho Behind the Scenes right now. It's Easter 2016. It's the second Easter that exists in the Psycho series. 1 year ago, I was in Eagles Landing, and I had crashed Easter at my house, because we always, every year, we celebrate Easter here. This is real life, mind you, not the series. Every year we celebrate it here. Mainly my mom's side of the family comes over, and we do an egg hunt and whatever. So that was last year. We had Jesse living in the tent. He didn't get invited to Easter. He crashes it, fixes himself a plate, and leaves. This year, Jesse's having the Easter beer hunt that he's pulling on his dad. His dad's side supposedly coming to the house, on top of I work for a local market because I'm in the getting a job phase. I just finished working there and getting kind of like quote-unquote fired from my volunteer job. Now, what am I actually doing for Easter? That's the real question, and that's what this video is going to kind of cover. Like I said, we always have Easter here. Not happening. We're vacating this premises. It is not safe. What I mean by that is, as you know, my mom lives here. And my mom's side usually comes over, so that can't happen, that can't exist. So this kind of ruined, you know, the Psycho series existing kind of ruined this holiday. Well, it didn't ruin it, but I thought we can't have it here. Let's have it at Aunt Jackie's house. That way, in case somebody decides to try and like expose us or just visit the property, they're gonna find nobody here and they're gonna be confused. And I don't think anyone would think to go to Aunt Jackie's at this time. It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. So I'm packing up, bringing a hoverboard and Jeffrey's helmet. I don't know what we're gonna be doing. This is actually a $3,000 Mac laptop. This is, I think, the best that they had at the time. I bought this like last year. This was played off as Uncle Larry's laptop for a while, because I just didn't want people to know that I had this expensive laptop, because it's kind of like, wow, like how did he afford that, or what, you know, what's going on there? So that's usually what I use to edit and upload, and I always hide it. The amount of times, like, my mom lives in this house, the amount of things that I have to hide before we shoot any vlog, any video, any even little clip, any little section, I have to have every room cleansed, everything perfect, everything to a T. And, you know, my computer is one of those things also. There's also things that I can't have seen, you know, little props here and there, or things that shouldn't exist anymore, like a Wii U. You know, there's so many different things, or destroyed props that still exist. It's just kind of awkward. So there's so many things you kind of have to keep track of. A lot goes through my head at any given time. So I'm heading over to the family. I thought, hey, finally, I'm not gonna have to bring a camera. And then I was like, you know what, fuck that. It actually would be a good time to get some behind the scenes footage. I actually think I need to clean the lens off. There's some smudges on here. As you can see, there's the noose I'm gonna hang myself with later. What did I just say? And Jeffrey's levitating right now on a hoverboard. This is real life, just so we're all aware. Easter. This is the actual Easter. Hoverboard, plus old people. I figured I should probably bring the camera. Oh, it's actually someone we know. Never mind. Thought Nancy was a juggie at first.
She didn't want to hang out, but now she has to.
Alright. Does it fit? Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Jackie's going first?
Yeah, how come?
Because you're the oldest.
It ain't supposed to come. Look.
But if you fall on your head, you're going to hit that.
It's Uncle Chuck, everyone. True thug life, savage. And Psycho Dad and Mom. This is awkward.
That's it.
This is just awkward. This hurts me to film. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh yeah. Get on it. Make sure like that.
What do you think? Yeah.
Oh, whoa, why did it move?
What do you think's gonna happen here?
Got something good for you to put on YouTube.
Yeah, what do you got?
Lisa took pictures of you peeing.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's alright. That's already been online before. So what do you think's gonna happen here?
I think if they let go, she's gonna land on her ass.
Alright. What was that about, 2 monkeys?
Put one in each hand and let her
I don't want to witness this.
Look away.
You're getting smoother.
Yeah, that's where I parked J's. It's hard to be incognito with a giant pink car, you know? Is it odd? I'm so used to vlogging in character, I'm not used to vlogging in real life. I'm awkward in real life. Where am I? What's real and what's not? Oh, she's by herself now. Oh, a little panic there. She's speeding up.
Woo! Look at me! That was fun.
Yes, guys, that is his actual laugh. Luckily, since my mom's pretty much written off the series, she can injure herself and be fine.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
They're actually this fun, guys. She's not making this up. Buy one today.
Pressure on the right. You're doing that one. Okay.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So that's right, guys. Even with how busy my schedule was during the series, I was addicted to the camera. I was addicting to having you guys in my life and YouTube. And this just showed I really had no life outside of YouTube. And given I was playing a character, really I was the Psycho Kid for a couple years. But yeah, it's crazy how the Psycho series basically changed our whole family's holiday schedule. But back to the series, guys. We had Psycho Dad's Easter beer hunt. I knew I had to have, we couldn't do a Psycho video. There was originally going to be a church freakout. We were going to get extremely controversial. Jesse was going to say something to the priest, and then he was going to get literally spanked in the middle of the whole church, and everybody in the crowd is just like, oh my fucking god, this kid is literally all over the priest's knee getting his ass spanked. And then Jesse was going to freak out and like pull down this giant Jesus cross and take off his clothes. It was supposed to be, it was going to be hysterical, but it got to be really difficult to find a church and then to acquire all those people, and then to trust all those people to not leak information that the series was fake. So it ended up not happening. Instead, we settled for a different kind of Easter themed video because we hit every other holiday. We did Psycho Dad's Easter beer hunt where Psycho Dad freaks out because his beers are getting stolen and put on a hunt, and then he destroys them all. We had a video called The Zookeeper, which just shows, guys, we were struggling to have jobs lined up every single day for 2 videos a day. So that was just us going to the zoo, and maybe, you know, it wasn't too far out of the realm of possibility possibility, Jesse going to a zoo and trying to deal with animals. It's kind of like one of those jobs when you're, as a kid, you're like, yo, that would be a really cool thing to do. I haven't been having much luck. I have 3 days left. I don't know if consequences. Fuck. Consequences.
That's the word.
They made a video called The Barber. The hairdresser that we talked to and had in the video was actually our family hairdresser. We've gone to her over like the last 15-20 years. She was kind enough to let us film there, and then Aunt Jackie stepped up to the plate out of nowhere and was like, yeah, Jesse, you can fuck up my hair. And I was like, I'm not gonna turn that down, are you kidding me? So one of my favorite scenes is where like I chop off some of Aunt Jackie's hair with a straight razor, and her reaction is just like, what the fuck? And Corn shot that beautifully, where like all of a sudden pans in my face and I'm just like, oh shit. Next we decided to explore a different route. We had Pat, my friend from way back in high school, and he used to be in a lot of old videos if you guys watch back on the channel, as well as our series called The Game. He was going to grad school at the time, and I was like, you know what? I think it's realistic if Jesse's also exploring the grad school option, because most people that graduate from college or get a 4-year degree or something, they're like, okay, instead of joining the workforce, let me get a higher form of education so that way you can earn more money. So if we had Jesse explore that route, I think that would be do this kind of point in life justice. Next, we visited Georgie's glass blowing job, which was actually really fascinating. This was Georgie's actual job. However, I don't think he works there anymore. There's this crazy scene where Jesse accidentally like smashes all these like glass bongs all over the ground, and it's supposedly like thousands of dollars worth of glassware. And that's because, guess what, guys? It was. I'm not saying I actually fucked up. However, the owner of the glass blowing place was a perfectionist, and all this glass was actually going to be thrown away, because if they have like a little nick in them or something's wrong, it's not good enough, and then they throw it. So it was like $30,000 worth of like glassware that they were just going to throw away. So it was like, hey, can we destroy this for the video? And he was totally cool about it. So that was one of those great scenes, you know. So for all those times we have a zookeeper or random bullshit odd jobs video that doesn't make much sense, we also have something like the glass blower, which was really cool to see, and I actually destroyed some shit, and it was really entertaining. On to a big video, one of my favorites. This video is called Psycho Dad's Deadline, and this was the end of the contract. It's March 31st. Jesse has to have a fucking job, and he doesn't have one. The video starts off with Jesse hitting a deer on the way back from Georgie's glass blowing job, and this deer, Jesse doesn't know what the fuck to do, so he calls his dad. There's that deer symbol. What the fuck? Today's not my day right now. I didn't even want to call him. Hey, I'm on the side of the road right now. I killed a deer.
What do you mean you killed a deer? Did you take my gun or something?
We're gonna restart. And so Jesse knows he's royally fucked. So this is one of my favorite scenes where Jesse, for the first time, this dude knows he's screwed. So he's hiding all his gaming equipment. He's like, all right, get the Xbox here, hide this controller, laptop's tucked away. The dude, it's basically the equivalent of Jesse like bending over and be like, just fuck me down. Just get it over with, please. In a strange stroke of events, everybody was anticipating a Psycho Dad's shit getting destroyed, even Jesse himself. But Psycho Dad has a change of heart and actually shows some type of leniency and sympathy, and Psycho Dad's like, you know what, you got this deer, I have the antlers. This dude literally fucking has blood all over his arms, and he like gutted this deer and like ripped the fucking scalp off and has the antlers for his deer head mount over the fireplace. But the man says, you know what, I'll give you one more week. Jesse finally broke through. Like, holy shit, this is a huge deal. But Psycho Dad says, real threatening, you got one more week, and if you don't find a job, I'll find one for you. And trust me, you're not gonna fucking like it, which is kind of setting us up for Uncle Chris, his brother, being my boss at the farm for the farming series. Like I said, odd jobs are hit or miss. We got hooked up with a paintball place, Valken Paintball. They were kind enough to let us film there. Jesse can fuck up, spill some paintballs everywhere. And believe it or not, the guy that worked there, supposedly Paul Marks, didn't even fucking work there. He was a ringer, guys. That's where I first met Paul. He was super good in front of the camera. Oh wait, isn't that Luke guy from the Ursula series? But yeah, we had a lot of fun there. They were like fake shooting me with paintballs, like pranking me, and then we had the infamous scene where me and Corn are in the fort and we have all these vending machine snacks, and Jesse's just being an ultimate slacker.
I mean, they didn't give me much task to do, so if I ain't got nothing to do, then I don't have to work.
Can I get some of the Ruffles still? Sour and sour cream. Now we're talking.
Jesse! Yo! What are you guys doing?
We were on break.
Break?
Yeah, I told you I was getting snacks and we came in here.
Yeah, but I've been looking for you for 20 minutes. How long do you think break is? What do you guys got, a little picnic in here? I mean, it's some kind of circle jerk?
No.
Hey, no, you're here to work.
Yeah,
you're here to play around.
How much time do I have for break though?
You had 15 minutes.
Okay, well, we had more snacks and we didn't finish.
Man, this is a real job though, dude. You can't just, take it upon yourself to stay longer, eat longer, whatever. Everybody else is back to work. You gotta work, man. It's what you're here for. It's your first day. I mean, you're already taking off on this long breaks. What am I gonna do? I can't have that.
I didn't finish the food.
You're gonna have to take it with you, brother. I mean, look up here. You got the paint that's all over up here. You didn't put the stuff away good enough. I mean, it's just sitting in the middle of the aisle. The product's expensive.
Okay.
I mean, it's no joke, dude. Doing your brother a favor and trying to give you a job here, and this is what you do.
We don't have to do him any favors. It's just a break. I'll get back to work. I just need to.
I don't think it's gonna work out, man. It's not gonna work. And I just came down the aisle, saw all that stuff, the oil, the paint.
I'm learning.
Yeah, but if this is your first day, where's it gonna go from here? I can't have it. G's gonna be mad. I mean, it's a lot of waste of product. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just not gonna work.
All right.
I'm gonna have to escort you guys out. Take your food with you. We'll go. Whatever you want to do with it. I'll throw it out if you don't want it. But it's not gonna work.
All right. We can go.
Out this way. Sorry, but I can't have it.
Yeah, stop. We're gonna redo it. There's also the great scene where I trip. I fucking love that shot. Alright guys, this is one of the craziest videos we ever done because it was actually pretty realistic. I'm talking about the ultimate April Fool's prank. Now we knew that we had so many pranks throughout the Psycho series and April Fool's was coming and I knew we didn't have much, we only had like a month left for the Psycho series. 2 months. But I was like, we need to have some kind of climax on April Fool's to represent all the pranks, have something big. People are gonna be expecting a big video on April Fool's. We felt the pressure was on for us to deliver, so I went to Georgie and I was like, yo dude, like it'd be great if we like came up with some kind of prank collab that we could do on Aunt Melissa because everybody hates Aunt Melissa's character. And we came up with this idea, like kids love in school and everything to have a big food fight, so let's have a big food fight. And guys, Aunt Melissa knew that we were going to be having a food fight, so that part was scripted. She knew her kitchen was gonna get messed up, and me and Georgie were gonna fuck all this shit up. And guys, there's one part where I'm throwing a fucking like frozen chicken at Georgie, and we had the chicken or the egg part. I was supposed to throw that chicken through their glass door, like with the Wii U on my birthday bash. However, I could not fucking get any kind of stability because the ground was so shaky. I'm like, shit, and I tried throwing that, and it's funny knowing that because you watch me in the video, I'm so fucking desperately trying to break that thing. It's hilarious. Now, the part that wasn't scripted is we told Aunt Melissa, we're like, okay, hey, so the food fight's gonna happen, traverse these red cups filled with water, and then you're gonna go into the bathroom and then just look in the mirror, and then we'll be done. We didn't tell her what the fuck was waiting for her in the bathroom, so when she organically goes to the doorway, and I'm like, oh shit, she sees what's going on. She's actually afraid. So then I go and legit push her in, lock the door. And guys, the ticket is, Mrs. Stauber is like fucking deathly afraid of mice. So we went to Petco. Remember we were talking to the lady and I was like, yo, can we get like 400 crickets and like some mice for a prank? And they were like, what the fuck? And so don't worry guys, the mice and the crickets were all fine. We actually put them back into the wild. The mice, however, we actually gave to a friend who took care of them. So everybody wins. But when Aunt Melissa got into there and saw the mice, oh my god, I was freaked out. So this is where it gets really fucked up because the ending to that video where she starts like like actually crying and stuff, that was actually pretty real. So we have since apologized. We're obviously good now, but yeah, not one of our prouder moments, but hell, the video is fucking insane just as it is, and the impact of those pies too. Like the prank, honestly, in the grand scheme of pranks, that prank was fucking baller, and we killed it.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
It's gonna be so good. So
What the fuck's going on here? Georgie, what's this?
hold on, hey, do you want mac and cheese?
Nothing, why?
No, I don't want mac and cheese.
Look, they make 3 liters now.
We're filming a cooking
No,
video.
seriously,
What?
stop. Just stop.
What?
You, first of all, you have the pot filled up.
Yeah, one sec, one sec, one sec.
No.
One second.
What's going on tonight?
Hey.
Every single night.
We're actually filming a cooking show right now.
Yeah, did you even know they made 3 liters?
Nuh-uh.
Can't open it though.
You want me to get?
You can see my hand.
Yeah.
See it?
What are you making?
It's hey, mac and cheese. You want some? You get those little
tough,
drunk
isn't it?
nibbles?
I don't even know why I'm doing this. I gotta
Alright,
get a bed.
stop. Restart. Oh, God.
Yeah, it looks really good actually.
Yeah, mac and cheese, dude. It's real fun.
Jesus, what the fuck's going on now? I swear to
Hey.
God, I'm tired
Just
of
making mac and
Stop,
cheese.
where do we start? Holy fucked.
How are we gonna clean this up?
Very carefully. Start with the kitchen.
I might want to start with these pies. This is gonna take a long time.
Yeah. Okay. We're dead. We're dead. Let's get as much as we can. Oh shit. We got everything under control. Clean it up. Back to some more odd jobs, guys. We had a video called The Puppy Sitter. This was actually John, Poopy John's litter of puppies. Dude is a pimp, man. He had like fucking 10 kids. It was absolutely adorable. Another example of that is The Survivalist. Jesse's like trying to equate real life to Minecraft again, like Eagle's Landing, and he's just going around being ridiculous. All of this video is to kind of foreshadow the Wingless Eagle series. Jesse talking about how much he loves to be out in the wilderness randomly. And we also had some hints to the gate being installed. We had Buzz hook me up with a 2-part electrician job. We were actually wiring one of his extended family's houses, so that was something I got to do and learn about. And of course, Jesse's fucking up as much as possible, so that way it's entertaining and educational. That's a great thing. It was like the Odd Job series, as well as the farming series, is like really funny. It was serving a purpose because it was super educational. It did have its benefits. It had its good times. It was hit or miss, really. So before we get into the big finasco, and when I say finasco, some people might already know what I'm talking about, but there was supposed to be a restaurant freak out or just a restaurant job. I have these family members that kind of own a restaurant, and they were going to let us do some kind of freak out or film there. We're actually supposed to have a psycho video filmed at Dodge's too, where we had a restaurant freak out. So this restaurant freak out was always going to be a thing where like Jesse and Psycho Dad get into sort of a fight over dinner. The chef comes out, becomes this whole fucking argument, and it kind of ends with dishes and shit and food being thrown at each other, similar to the April Fool's prank. Imagine the April Fool's prank mixed with Psycho Kid Ruins Thanksgiving, where tables are flipped and food's thrown at each other. But this was going to be a public freak out at a restaurant where all the people there are in on it, similar to the church freak out that never happened. But unfortunately, my family fell through in terms of the ones that owned the restaurant. They saw what was happening with some of these jobs and how people were getting flooded with phone calls and bad reviews, and they're like, look, we don't think it's gonna be a thing. So we lose out on that experience. Dang it. Here's a random BTS clip, but guys, this just shows the paranoia. This was a moment where me and Corn, I forget what we were doing. I think somebody had told me that somebody was trying to stalk me at the end of the driveway. Me and Corn go to the end of the driveway, and there's a person just driving by like 10 times a day. And this was us trying to snipe their license plate. I had gathered up like 20 license plates throughout the series of people stalking us, trying to follow us. Who knows what they were doing. Oh, yo, he's going mad slow, but there is a car there. I was sniping a license plate, like what the fuck? Alright guys, so it's finally time to address and talk about the Tony's Treats Finasco. For those of you guys been following me since last year and watch the Sego series religiously, you guys know about the Ice Cream Man video. That is no longer, I mean, it's on YouTube, and I knew it was always going to be on YouTube, but I had to remove it. Let me tell you my side of the story. It's probably the only side you'll get, but I'm pretty close to truth because I don't really give a shit. So me and Corn, naturally, we're canvassing areas looking for jobs for Jesse to work at. Ironically, it's almost like out of series, out of character, we were still looking for jobs in a weird way. We went to this town maybe 10 minutes from us, and we went to the ice cream place, Tony's Treats. We're like, hey, could we film a video here where I like work for you guys and then I like mess some things up and I'm completely ignorant to the process and stuff? And she was like, okay. Literally nodded right off the bat, and I looked at Corn and I was like, you're sure that's okay? Like, when are you good to film? Whenever you want. And I was like, oh my god. I was like, I love you. Well, okay, let's do that. So we set a date, and I was talking to Corn in the car. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, that was the easiest sell. Like, we didn't even have to say anything. I mentioned, maybe mentioned YouTube and the amount of viewers, and then she was just like, okay, and that was it. So we were kind of riding a high at that point and went to a nearby pizza place, and we asked the pizza guy, and he was totally down too. So I was like, yeah, me and Cora like high five. We're like, fuck, that was fucking easy. So we had two places, ice cream and a pizza place, and we're gonna film those. So flash forward a little bit, and it came time to film. We shot the video. She was extremely awesome. Everybody at the ice cream place was super cool. People were asking questions, but they played along beautifully. Everybody working there was awesome. And then there got to this point where I was like, excuse me, do you mind if I put my mouth under the machine, the dispenser, to get ice cream? She's like, I'd prefer that you didn't do that. And I was like, shit, alright. And then I was asking if I could do different things. And I think there was some kind of misunderstanding where she thought I was the character. Like, I was legitimately asking, like, can I do this? But I was asking for the act, like, I think she was confused as to what we were doing. I mean, it is a confusing topic because I do have the nasty-ass ponytail and I dress a certain way, and, you know, my looks are very deceiving. So when I asked stupid questions, I think she kind of thought I was stupid, or I just didn't know any better. So when I was asking if I could put my head under the equipment, I was asking as a creator, like, hey, do you mind if my character does that? And she said, I prefer you didn't. So maybe she didn't understand. But regardless, I was looking like the Corn. Corn was like, yo, I dare you to fucking just do it anyway. And I was like, Corn, trust me, man. We're trying to tell this story. Like, Jesse's gotta fuck up. Like, he's gotta do this. It's hysterical. I can't not put my mouth under the dispenser. So I go over to the ice cream thing, and then that became, like, historical. It's like, we all had those thoughts of putting your mouth under the ice cream machine. I've done that before, aside from this situation, different stories. But so we finished shooting the video. She was awesome, and then she was like, hey, like, maybe if this works out, I could get a YouTube channel too. I was like, yeah, maybe I could help you set up, and I think I helped her out with some email shit problems she was having. This was my first time meeting her. Come home, edit the video, upload that shit, or schedule for the next day. And then the next day, we're grinding away. We're going to the pizza place, and we get to the pizza place, and the guy's like, all right, hold on. There's a few things we got to do first. We got to get this one delivery car. And so we went to this garage. Next thing you know, the pizza guy gets his fucking phone call, and it's the Tony's Treats lady. And he's like, hello? And she's like, I don't know if those boys are there, but do not fucking let them film in your place. They fucking ruined my business. It's absolutely destroyed. Now, the pizza guy put it on speakerphone and did not tell her that me and Corn were literally right there. So he was just looking at me like, yo, she is fuming, like, holy shit. Me and Corn stood there listening to this woman basically, like, shit talk the hell out of me and was just blowing up. So he got off the phone with her, and the next thing you know, my phone's ringing. I'm like, oh shit, I never should have gave her my phone. And then she calls me up, and she's like, you fucking liar. You didn't tell me you were going to destroy my business. I got the health board and all this shit. Apparently, all these haters and stuff of my channel, which, trust me, was a fuck ton at the time, the people trying to expose me, you name it, they were all calling the health board, leaving 1-star reviews, calling the business, saying like inappropriate shit to some of the girls that work there, some fucked up trolly haters, you know, the usual bullshit. She was like, yo, you need to take the fucking video off. And I was like, oh my lord. I was like, yo, I don't care that much. Like, this sucks. sucks, but like, okay. And I rushed home. I told the pizza guy was like, so we still good to film? And I was like, yo, I appreciate that. I appreciate you're still willing to film with us and you understand that like this was not us. The biggest unfortunate thing about Tony's Treats is they had the phone number on all their t-shirts while working there, and I was like, oh shit. It was a little too much exposed. So I removed the video, and naturally re-uploads were gonna happen, and I knew that. I told her this. I was like, look, you know, I can take the video down all I want, but like the internet wants what the internet wants, and they will decide my fate. So that happened, and yeah, I didn't get a pizza guy video, and instead it turned into this video called The Destroyer, which is extremely ironic because it just bled into the series so well, because Jesse feels that he's toxic to everyone, and this just shows he's toxic to businesses too, and he can't even fucking get a job because of the camera, or maybe it's just Jesse himself. And thus, it is the ironic end to the Odd Job series. Jesse fails to get a job because he's toxic, but there's also some real circumstances behind it as well. It was at that point where I was like, you know what, fuck this. Fuck working with all these businesses and other people. It's just too much. And just update nowadays, we're totally cool. Like, I don't think it's in the documentary. However, we filmed some stuff for the documentary where I actually went to Toni's Treats and we made amends, and she was talking about making a channel at some point. This was maybe 8 months ago, so I guess it never panned out. But we're totally cool. I still get ice cream there, and they're great people. But alright, that wraps up the Odd Job series as well as this behind the scenes. Drop some likes on this video if you're like, holy shit, that's crazy, real drama, finally, I love it. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Still can't wait for the Dot guys. We're about to jump into the farming series as well, which is an extremely great time in the Sega series. I loved filming that, and at least it's not the fucking Odd Jobs. Alright, Jays, love you all to death, and don't forget to keep it rigid. Here's some random BTS, guys, of me just venting to the camera, so take that for what it is. I was frustrated at the time. It was not easy by any means, so enjoy this raw BTS clip. Roll that shit. We got 2 months left of the series, and it's starting to sink in a little bit. I'm starting to kind of get a little emotional about it, like when all things have to come to an end, but we could talk about it out in the room, because that's where we're going. I just want to show you guys what the last few nights have been like for me. See, we're out in the Morton building right now. I'll take you guys in here. Now, I've been doing this the last few nights. I'm not gonna turn the light on, but yeah, there's my mom's car. See the level we're at, Juggies? Literally, my mom's a fugitive in her own house. That's just to denote the level of sacrifice that we've all been. The Jefferson motorcycle. Look at everything. Everything's a prop now. We have that there so the bats don't get in. That was a real video, by the way. I don't know if and then that's a broken phone. Last few nights, I've been coming out here at like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I bought Pikmin 3. This is a Wii U that I have to keep hidden because it was supposedly destroyed, which it was, but it was a different one. So I'll come out here and play some Wii U, and it's just, I told myself I wouldn't get attached to this room, god damn it, and I've done a good job, except the last few days I just really wanted to play Pikmin 3. I've been so busy the last few years. I legitimately don't have time for anything. For people, for things I actually enjoy doing. My life is 100% dedicated to living the life for you guys. The room will not exist in like 3 weeks, and that's crazy to think about. It's finally time to destroy this room. I'm gonna miss it, and it sucks. You know, we're gonna do our best to avoid any fan things that we're given. It's just, you know, that wall and this wall. That's why we strategically didn't put like fan posters on there. That wall will get torn down. I decided we're gonna, just to really maximize the views and the controversy with it, we're gonna have it happen on a live stream. It's been really difficult because I'm the only driving force behind this whole thing, so I have to, you know, while I'm shooting 2 videos a day, having these odd jobs planned out, talking with businesses, and then kind of finalizing this farm location and the farm actors. I'm gonna take you guys with us tomorrow night. We meet the Uncle Chris character. You guys have no idea who he is at this current time in the series, but now when this releases, you know exactly who I'm talking about. This is my dad's legitimate brother. I'm excited for the farming series, because once the farming series happens, and then Jesse quits his job, and the room gets destroyed, and then the RV, and the survival, and then the pool, and then the killing and the fleeing. the payoff is right there, 2 months away, and it's really starting to sink in. I'm really wondering what I'm going to be like, what Jesse, real life Jesse, a few months from now, once this is all said and done, what I'm going to be like. I know I'm going to be feeling very kind of empty inside, because this series has very much been my life, and I pour my heart and my soul, and my whole family has, and it's been very important to all of us, and I hope it has been to you guys, and I know it has been. I'm worried. I'm legitimately worried. I'm a really, really caring guy. Like, I think you guys know that, but it's gonna get really convoluted with your perception of the Jesse in the series, and I'm really nervous about that. I really hope you guys get it and understand why I did the things I did. It's very unorthodox, and it's a very kind of complicated, complex topic, especially if some of you guys are younger, but I really, I was talking to a new YouTube rep today. I'm excited to be free of this series, because I don't think YouTube's really going to know what hit it. I got, once we're free from this, there's so many videos I want to make, there's so many productions I want to do, and then, without the guise of reality, there's going to be so many possibilities, and I hope this YouTube community is ready for me, because I'm going to be a kick-ass motherfucker, and we're going to do some big things together. It's great. It's so refreshing to vlog as myself, like my actual self. It's so nice. I don't even have to censor. I can say whatever the fuck oh, it's so good. Oh, I cannot wait to be doing this on the reg. But it won't be as entertaining. No, I will be. I don't know. God, I'm all over the place. I'm two different people. Generally, you can trust. Once the series is over, you can trust me 100%. And although I'll probably never have 100% trust because I, did the series, but I am one of the. It's so. I think I've said it before, and probably another behind the scenes. I'm probably the most honest guy out there. I'll be fucking real as shit, but it's a sucky thing, that I got caught up in this whole charade. If you really work hard, putting in like fucking tons of hours into it, and if you love to do it, which I love to do it, and I'm sure there's a lot of people like me and you out there, put the time in, find something that works, do whatever you gotta do to get the views, and you can make a killing on YouTube. And it's crazy, and it just leads into so many other opportunities if this is like your passion. It's crazy. I wish I knew everything. I wish there was a YouTuber that was as upfront as I am right now, as I am outside of the series, but that's what I want to be when this is done. It's very possible. One really key one is like, hey, if you love to do it, don't stop doing it, like Jesse's character. And even if people tell you to not do it, don't let that stop you. And one of the things is YouTube is a job. It's a job. I've had this feeling in the pit of my stomach that I've woken up in the middle of the night and been like, oh fuck, did I make sure to cut this out of a video? Like, did I cut the go out of the video? Or did I cut like this random behind, like, is this behind the scenes gonna make it into my hard drive on my computer and not into a video? Because dude, sometimes I edit videos so fast, like I have to get a video up in time, and I don't edit it 100%. I hate editing. I really don't like it. And I'll just throw it up, and then I'll be like, oh God, did I forget to cut that out? Or oh my God, is that in there? And I'll have a mini panic attack, because like, you work so hard to maintain an illusion for so many years, just one little fuck up and you're screwed. And I've been pretty good, but last 2 months is starting to really hit home, guys. In 2 months' time, me and my family will be in Switzerland. That's mind-blowing. And this will all be in the past. I'm excited. I'm excited for a change, really. I will miss this series dearly. And I've missed other series I've done in the past, but this one I will really, truly miss because it's become a part of me. It really has. The story is so meaningful to me, and there are grains of truth. That's why this art and this passion is so important. There's grains of truth. It's not real, but there's grains of truth in the morals of the story.